Sharlene, and I first discovered macrobiotics about 5 years ago, and at that time I was really into doing detox diets, but I kind of found that there was something missing with that, and I'd find that I'd eat healthily for a week and then a week later I'd completely binge, and I just felt like the food wasn't really tasty and there was definitely something missing. And someone bought me a book called the Hip Chick's Guide to Macrobiotics, which is a great and very funny book. And I sat with that for about a year, and a year later I picked it up and suddenly everything in the book started to make sense. So I started experimenting with the brown rice fast and making a few things in the books and then reading it again and again. And I bought a few of the strange ingredients that I managed to find from a website. And then I found myself just kind of going along and not really knowing what to do with it. And somehow, I think I did a search on the internet and I found the Holistic Cooking School in Devon. And they were offering lots of different courses on macrobiotics, and one of them was a short 5-day course called Looking After Your Health. So I enrolled for the course and went along to that, and since then I haven't really looked back. I think I've been completely blown away by macrobiotics. I feel like it's really allowed me to begin to reconnect with nature again in a way, and it's given me a sense of wholeness, which I haven't ever found from any other diet or from any other way of life really. And now I am studying macrobiotics. I'm on a 3-year course and training to become a macrobiotic cook and a macrobiotic and life counsellor at the Holistic Cooking School in Devon. I'm almost halfway through my 2nd year, and I'm really looking forward to continuing my journey with the school and seeing where that leads.
So how have you been practically applying these tools?
Well, I think you have to do it in stages, and it's certainly not something that you can just immerse yourself in completely, because there's so many different aspects to it. So for me, I just started by eating breakfast, so having a macrobiotic breakfast, so having miso soup. And having miso soup in itself is quite difficult to do, and if you've never done it before as well, you've got strange seaweed, sea vegetables and miso, and you're not really sure how to make it or what to put in there. So yeah, I started with making breakfast, and then slowly, by learning with the school, by learning through other people, through friends and having support, I've gradually built up my my kind of approach to macrobiotics, and now every day I eat macrobiotically, and the more I'm learning, the more I feel able to really integrate that into my own life and to put it to good use.
So what would you like to do? How would you like to help others?
I'd really love to I think spread the word about macrobiotics. I think it's a wonderful thing, and I'm so sure that if people could just have a little glimpse of what it's all about, that they'd also come to macrobiotics, because it's just incredible, and I really believe that there is some way. Yeah, maybe the word macrobiotics is a bit off-putting and a bit daunting. Yeah, so I'm not sure, but I'd love to help with people on their healing journey. I'd love to help people understand the connection and relationship between food and health, but also emotions as well, because I feel that emotions also play a very large part in health. And for me, macrobiotics is a very holistic approach to looking at health, and for me that incorporates physical, mental, spiritual and also emotional. So I'd really love to help in people understanding, or helping people to understand how they can go about approaching their lives from a holistic viewpoint, to gain a better, greater health. Yeah.
So how do your friends, what do they think of you?
Well, I think my friends, and particularly my family as well, think I'm very strange, eating all these strange ingredients. I think they're getting used to it, and it's fun to have friends around that haven't ever eaten macrobiotically, and to cook for them and to get their feedback. And I think they're slowly coming around to the idea that food, proper food, is is what I'm eating, and they're starting to question what they're eating, which is really great. Yeah, but it can be quite tricky sometimes.
So how have they tried your cooking?
Yeah, a few people have tried it, and I've had some good feedback. I've had some quite shocking and negative feedback from my family sometimes when they look at my food and they say, "What on earth are you eating?" But yeah, it's just, I think, just experimenting and trying to share food with people and trying to make it tasty and not too kind of scary, not using too many kind of the strange ingredients. Yeah.
So do you think there's a shift in consciousness especially with young people? And
Yes, I do, definitely. I think people are beginning to realise that the way that we're currently living is too fast, and we're living in a way that is not beneficial to us and to our environment. And I think people are beginning to wake up to actually taking responsibility for themselves, for their health and for the future of our planet. So I definitely feel that there is a shift going on, and yeah, it's interesting. It'll be very interesting to see how the next few years pan out. But yeah, definitely I feel that there is a change happening.
So how can people find out about what you offer?
About what I offer?
Yeah.
Well, I have a website called Macrobiotics and Me, and I write on there every day about what I eat and maybe a few things that I'm doing about my emotions, or maybe spiritual things, and cooking, and a few things what I've learned. And I also offer cooking lessons if anyone is interested and they feel like they want some kind of support. Then I'm so happy to just get involved with people and to lead them the way to the macrobiotic path. Yeah.
So what would your advice be with someone starting, just beginning?
I think don't try to do it all at once. Take it easy, get some support. Don't worry if one day you eat really well and the next day you don't. It really is a process that you go through. I think it's important to do lots of reading around the subject and to study and to make macrobiotic friends or people who can support you, because that support is really important in helping you. Yeah, and just keep going with it, and you'll get there. And it takes a long time to really go. If you're eating a very normal modern day diet, then it's so different, and it takes a lot of time. So just have compassion for yourself, take it easy, and continue, and know that you will get there in the end.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.